I don't have a mask. I have not tried to buy a mask. I have not went to look for a mask. I have been outside. I have been running. I am not one of those people people that you see dressed up in Muslim medical garb now that is covering every ounce of their faces. I have just been completely myself, and I don't have a mask, so I can't be required to put on something that I don't own. And so my husband and I realized that people were looking at us, but we're like, okay, you're allowed to be scared and wear a mask, but I don't think it's a requirement for every single person to freak out about wearing a mask. And the police officer comes up to us about 5 minutes into us being inside, and she's super frustrated, and she had masks, and she was like, you need to put on these masks. You know, you're lucky we don't take you out of here. And I'm like, what are we even talking about anymore? And apparently, she said that they are now allowed to stipulate that you have to wear a mask or you're not allowed to be inside of the store. And that, to me, I cannot understand how that is constitutional. Somebody explain to me how that is legal. I tell people they cannot buy food at a grocery store unless they have a medical mask on. So they've been increasing the measures, and there's no empirical data which explains why they're increasing the measures. They're just deciding on more activities. Tomorrow you could wake up and they could say that it helps to hop on one foot and do the chicken dance, and everyone's going to have to start doing it, even though there's absolutely no reason. Again, there is no outbreak. People are not dying at a higher rate. So what is with this? What is with this policy? What we're seeing happen now is blatant tyranny. It is a quarantine when sick people are made to stay home. It is not a quarantine when healthy people are made to stay home. That is called tyranny. We are not being allowed our right to provide for our families. We are not being allowed our freedoms to go and to provide for our families. If we want to walk into a grocery store, we are being told what we have to wear. This is not normal. But police officers said because the mayor put in place the policy that everyone has to wear a mask, they're just doing it. They're now enforcing it. No questions asked by the citizens of why. And we were pretty much like Sweden here in DC in terms of how low the death count has been and how slow the measures are that we've taken. So why are we increasingly allowing more absurd policies when we are seeing that outside of New York City, there just have not been that many deaths? You take out New York City, why doesn't Trump, if we're talking about a solution, why don't we say keep New York City locked down and let the rest of us get back to work? Why don't we say if you're terrified and you don't want people to go back to work, you stay home? How about you stay home? How about you wear a mask? How about you order your food online? Why don't you stay home if you're scared? Why do I have to stay home because you're scared? Oh, don't give me the nonsense about the hospitals being they're overflowed nowhere but in Manhattan, where they have been overflowed for the last 10 years, okay? So, and they've even said that they're seeing less patients. So why don't you stay home? If you're watching this and you're going, we need to be responsible, why don't you stay under your tinfoil hat, okay? Stay in your house, stock up on toilet paper, and let the rest of us get to work? That is my question. I don't know that we're going to get an answer to all of this, but I do know that we're going to start seeing more than protests. We're going to start seeing riots soon if we are not allowed to go back to work and do what we do every single day. This is not the America that I grew up in. This is not the America that I ever want to live in. And neither should you if you really are a person that is pro-freedom.